Is that Bitcoin daily candle serious? All the volatility, after all the volatility today, we are at prices we haven't seen since yesterday, the day before, and the day before, and the day before that. Everybody, I am right now, I was just talking to my wife, with what is happening, with some news that's coming out that I want to discuss in this video. I can't understand how there can be any type of negativity really when it relates to crypto in the long term. And really, this is going to be a very brief video, but I just wanted to do an update on some crypto news that has transpired, especially mainly as it relates to Donald Trump. And I am going to look at some charts. Hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way in, and let's just jump into the video. I want to start with a clip. It's one of my favorites with Trump, really fast, because it really does play into what we are about to look at. So check this out.
This onslaught at lower prices, I'm pledging today that in my second term, we will eliminate a minimum of 10 old regulations for every one new regulation. We'll be able to do that quite easily, actually. And instead of attacking industries of the future, we will embrace them, including making America the world capital for crypto and Bitcoin.
People say, you know, after clips like that come out about Trump, he's just all talk. He's all talk before he got elected. He's just saying it to get elected. Guess what, everybody? I've been saying I'm pretty confident that it's going to happen. Here's what we have breaking today. Trump to issue executive orders on crypto policies on day one. 2025 golden bull run is coming. That's got to be the title of the video, I think. So check this out. I want to go over this news, and then there's actual other news playing into crypto right now. And it begs the question, how can you not be bullish on crypto right now? Yeah, maybe there's going to be a short-term dip of some sort. But on the macro, in the fourth, like this fourth golden year of the 4-year cycle where we get the bull run, 3 years of down and sideways, the fourth golden year at the confluence of all this happening, for me, this is very good data. Some now have direct access to the president-elect, who frequently hosts tech and crypto leaders at Mar-a-Lago. Trump has picked Sachs to serve as his AI and crypto czar. President Trump and David Sachs develop a legal framework so the crypto industry can thrive in the United States. On Friday, industry bigwigs will attend a crypto ball to celebrate the first crypto president, according to an invitation viewed by the Post. And then we scroll down and we have really today's news. And this is where everybody's pulling this headline from. Sachs and members of the Trump transition team have been working closely with crypto leaders to finalize a legislative strategy, and Trump is expected to issue executive orders on the first day of his presidency that may address issues including debanking and the repeal of a controversial crypto accounting policy requiring banks holding digital assets to count them as liabilities on the bank's own balance sheet, according to a person involved with the conversations. So you go back to a clip like this, and everything that Trump is saying in terms of eliminating just old regulations or just being pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin, making America the crypto capital of the world. And now you look at headlines like this, where he's finalizing his strategy here in terms of crypto, and he's actually taking action. And it looks like on day one, will be taking action as it relates to all of these things. So obviously they mentioned the crypto czar in here, but I want to mention this because this has really been floating around. Treasury picked Scott Besant to divest BlackRock Bitcoin ETF before Trump's inauguration. He owns some Bitcoin and he has to divest. Now, that might sound like, oh man, that's a bummer, but the divestment follows federal ethics guidelines, so he has to do it, which require nominees to sell specific holdings within 90 days of Senate confirmation to prevent conflicts of interest. Obviously, this has been going around because, you know, he apparently holds between 250,000 and 500,000 in Bitcoin. Realize. And by the way, he's doing okay. Even though he has to divest from Bitcoin, he's disclosed his portfolio is worth approximately $521 million. But realize how big this is. He held Bitcoin. And he's going to be, he's the Treasury pick for Donald Trump. How big is this for the U.S. on top of everything we talked about? Now I want to talk about real briefly, because this is happening too, and then I will look at some charts. The anti-crypto army. On January 13th, this is huge news today. The Third Circuit Court of Appeals ruled in favor of Coinbase, stating the SEC's rejection of Coinbase's 2022 petition for clearer crypto regulations was arbitrary and capricious. Here's Paul Agrawal. He's the chief legal officer over here at Coinbase. We just won, and he has such a good an answer in terms of like what this means. We just won our petition for a writ of mandamus at the Third Circuit, rebuking SEC. I just want to say, if you were in the bear market tracking all this SEC stuff and we were like under attack, it was looking really bad. How many times did we say, or how many times did I think that the law is on our side and crypto is going to win against the anti-crypto army? Here we are. This is happening. Rebuking, and we didn't know we were going to get a pro-crypto president either at the time. Rebuking SEC for its order denying our rulemaking petition. The court held that the SEC's order was conclusory and insufficiently reasoned, and thus arbitrary and capricious. We grant Coinbase's petition in part and remand to the SEC for a more complete explanation. I love somebody's comment was like, explain in sports terms. And Paul says, you can't just throw the yellow flag and penalize. You have to lay out the why and what happens next. Offsides, number 85, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down. And SEC clearly did not do this. And SEC clearly was abusive in terms of the power that they thought they had. And it's all just kind of crumbling down. The anti-crypto army is crumbling down. Trump's inauguration will feature tech industry leaders. I don't know if you saw this in the article. I read through it briefly, but including a crypto ball celebrating him as a first crypto president. We are entering a new era. As this account says, it's a 2025 golden bull run. I agree. And we have other stuff happening across the world. It's a race for Bitcoin. Italy's largest bank, I just saw, bought $1 million worth of Bitcoin. So everybody, here we are on a day of volatility. You know, we've been doing a lot of analysis in terms of the potential consolidation for Bitcoin right now to an inverse head and shoulders throwback area. Put aside whether we have bullish news or bearish news, a pro-crypto president or an anti-crypto president, this is what we'd be doing anyway. Just tracking the formation and the setup, right? Inverse head and shoulders, throwback to the downside, potentially in play, and it still is in play. I don't want to get ahead of myself and just say, that's it, the bottom's in. But and we're going to track it from a technical analysis perspective in the coming hours or even days. And here we are below the 20 and the 50. The goal for Bitcoin in the short term is to get right back above this $97,300 area, the 50-day moving average. But look at this wick. Look at the volatility. There's just a lot of bears out there right now. And they get very confident when we're down in this area. But then as we start bouncing and maybe even going green, they kind of disappear. And the same is true when it comes to altcoins. Here's the altcoin volatility. It's like people are very frustrated with altcoins, but I want to point out even now, I realize, I'm not going to do too in-depth of analysis. I realize there's downside in play for this chart. We talked about it in the live stream earlier, but we're at the total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, so altcoins, it's at the same area that it was days ago and days before that. And back here 2 weeks ago in the beginning of January consolidating, and even back here the end of November breaking to the upside. So we're just in this very obvious formation pattern, this consolidation pattern, I should say. And if you look at where we are in the cycle, one thing that doesn't change is the data says we are at the very beginning of a bull market. And that's sprinkled in to everything that I just discussed in this video. Namely, our first pro-crypto president who wants to make America the crypto capital of the world. I wanted to do a short video just kind of bringing this all together because it's kind of, you know, the big news on X today. I think we even saw a little bit of the bounce on the Bitcoin daily chart, probably because of this. But either way, eventually crypto, I think, will bottom, and it's going to be a great year for crypto. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate you. Please hit the subscribe. I'm in that zone right now where if something else happens, we get some price movement for altcoins or something, I'll do another video today. I'll do 3 videos today. That's the zone that I am in right now. So please turn notifications on so you can be notified when I do these live streams or recorded videos or whatever. And I appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed the content, please smash that like button. Your support means a lot to me as always, and I really mean it. So I'll see you in the next video. God bless.